Hey guys, time to chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we cleared out the Slowpoke well of that pesky Team Rocket who has managed to resurface after a few years underground. This time to take our fight to our second gym. We've already cleaned this gym out last episode, but we still have the gym leader himself. Let's talk, Bugsy. I'm Bugsy. I never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. My research is going to make me the authority on bug Pokemon. Let me demonstrate what I've learned from my studies. Bring it. Now this fight will be very slightly different, we'll go with, in Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's the same basic team of Pokemon, but don't worry too much about this, it's Bugsy. He'll start out with Metapod, level 14 in this version, and I'm gonna be honest, it kinda sucks. All it knows is Tackle. Don't worry about it too much. And this also applies in, well actually no, I need to say the opposite, because this thing has Tackle, String Shot, and Harden in Gold, Silver, Crystal, but in Generation 4, this thing only knows Tackle. Set it on fire. Yeah, this thing is more of a threat, technically speaking, in regards to Crystal version rather than Heart Gold Soul Silver. It's still not a threat, but you know. Next up, however, he's going to be sending in his ace Pokemon immediately. Interesting. This is one we've not seen yet. It's Scyther. This is actually a scary Pokemon to run into. I might not be able to kill this thing first try, but thankfully, he's using the wrong move against me. He's using Fury Cutter. Scyther in Generation 2 will have Fury Cutter, Quick Attack, Leer, and Focus Energy. Actually, no, he won't even have Focus Energy. What am I saying? But in Generation 4, he will swap out Fury Cutter for a much more dangerous U-turn. Fury Cutter is a powerful move in that it gets stronger the more times in a row you use it. However, Scyther is still weak to fire, so Scyther will go down. Does give a crap ton of experience, though. And last but not least, his last Pokemon is going to be Kakuna. Yeah, this fight was a joke, as I mentioned. Kakuna, in Gold, Silver, Crystal, will have Poison Sting, String Shot, and Harden. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it will have Poison Sting. That's it. This thing is not going to be a challenge to you. In fact, you can't even poison Alucard because he's already part Poison type. This fight is over. Again, Bugsy is a pushover. He's always been one, never will change. But maybe don't think he's gonna be forever a pushover, because there is a scenario where this kid comes back, and he comes back hard. We won't be seeing that for a long time, though. Whoa, amazing! You're an expert on Pokemon! My research isn't complete yet. Okay, you win. Take this badge. Get a ton of money, and we get the Hive badge. That's badge number 2. If you have it, Pokemon up to level 30 will obey you, even traded ones. Pokemon that know Cut will be able to use it outside of battle, too. Here, I also want you to have this. TM49, which should be Fury Cutter for us. In Generation 4, this would be U-Turn, which is actually a pretty solid move. It's a powerful bug move that forcibly switches you out to another Pokemon, which can be really useful in a pinch. TM49 contains Fury Cutter. If you don't miss, it gets stronger every turn. The longer the battle goes, the better it gets. Isn't that great? I just discovered it. I mean, Fury Cutter for Gen 2 era isn't actually all that bad because, hey, might as well start swinging if you're just going to start attacking with a powerful Pokemon. And a Pokemon like Scyther pretty heavily benefits from a move like Fury Cutter. Scyther's got pretty solid attack, so Bug being physical, Fury Cutter can get scary if it gets out of hand. Let's heal up. Unfortunately, we don't have the opportunity to get a Scyther for ourselves like this, but oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Always heal up your Pokemon, and let's drop off some Pokemon real fast, because we have some we don't need. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. First things first, we're going to deposit D. You go in the box. What we're also going to do is the following. We're going to pull out our Pokegear. Let's give Professor Elm a call because we were supposed to tell him when the egg hatches. Hello, Kyle. How is the egg? What? It hatched? Wow! What kind of Pokemon is it? Please come show me now. I kinda can't do that right now, Professor, but you know what? Another time. At least he knows now that the egg is hatched. However, we still have the Ilex Forest ahead of us. Is what I would say. Make sure you're healed up. You're about to have a boss fight. Because guess what? Tell me something. Is it true that Team Rocket has returned? What? You beat them? Ha! Quit lying. You're not joking? Then let's see how good you are. I warned you. Time for another run back with Silver. Or in my case, Keith wants to battle. Keith sends out a Ghastly. His team will be the same regardless outside of his starter Pokemon for generations 2 and 4. Ghastly in Gold, Silver, Crystal will know Hypnosis, Lick, and Spite. This thing is a jerk. But we have a dark type move, so we can deal with it. Lick could cause paralysis, Hypnosis puts you to sleep, and Spite is a dangerous move that drains your PP on your moves. Be careful fighting this thing. Oh, god damn it. I was hoping that wouldn't come up. Oh well. Now, in Generation 4, he's got the same moveset, but he trades out Hypnosis for Mean Look, which means you can't switch out, and he adds the dangerous Curse move. Curse will cut his health in half, but it will lay a curse on Pokemon that takes about, I believe, a sixth of their health every turn, until that Pokemon dies and you switch out. It's a dangerous move, so be careful. I'm just gonna let Alucard rock, because honestly, Ghastly can't hurt us. He can't hurt us all that much. Ghost type is not gonna do much damage to us, and he can't paralyze us. Bite. I'm honestly kind of surprised Ghastly is faster than us, but Ghastly are notoriously very fast Pokemon. Their final evolution, Gengar, is proof of that. Alright, next he's gonna bring out his own Zubat. It's the Battle of the Zubats. He's got the exact same moveset that I do, so don't worry about it. In Generation 4, he would actually add Astonish to his moveset because he'd be a level 16. Bite. Ah, God. Why you gotta be like this? You know what? No, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. You're gonna bite me? I don't think so. In fact, you're just gonna get roasted. Burn, baby! Almost got him. And he didn't go for Supersonic, which is nice. That does it for Zubat. All that leaves now is his ace in the hole, his starter Pokemon. Which has evolved by this point, so you really should be careful fighting this. He's got a Croconaw for my case, with Scratch, Leer, Rage, and Water Gun, so I need to get Inferno out. If you picked Chikorita, he'll have Quilava by now with Tackle, Leer, Smokescreen, and Ember, and if you pick Totodile, he'll have a Bayleaf with Growl, Razor Leaf, Reflect, and Poison Powder. Their movesets do change a bit, however. In the Jump to Heart Gold Soul Silver, Bayleaf will have Synthesis and Reflect instead of having Growl, and I believe, what was it? Oh god, there's a couple things that change about this fight. Cyndaquil, yeah, Crocodile will get Bite instead of Scratch. That's a much better move. Cyndaquil will actually have the Quilava will have the exact same moveset for him, though, if you picked Chikorita. I think the best bet for me is actually to try and risk getting the Supersonic off. Nice! First try, let's go, Alucard. Let's see how much Bite does for safety. I want to know. Because he's not higher level than us, but he is an evolved Pokemon. Ooh! And Croconaw have decent physical attack. Oh god. Let's try the switch out. I don't think this is a great idea, but this is the best idea I've got right now. Hurt yourself. Do it. Nice. Yeah, Croconaw have pretty decent physical attacks, so it is in your best interest to find ways to weaken it, or to make it hurt itself so you don't have to deal with its attacks all the time. Nice, go for the twofer, nice. I'm gonna add some Smokescreen to try and make it so its moves will miss, because anything to help our chances, right? Now he will use Water Gun. Croconaw's special attack isn't that great, so it's okay for a couple rounds. I just gotta be careful with this. Use Tackle. We've weakened his defense a little bit, so Tackle will do a decent enough damage. Rage, interesting. This is a weak move that gets stronger the more times he gets hurt. So it's not a bad move, but it's a weird move. Especially because Rage is building, he's locked into doing it. I don't know why he was going to do that, because he's basically thrown. Game, set, and match. Nice try, Silver. Ah, who am I kidding? I gotta call him Keith. He's my rival. Take that, Keith. Huh. Useless Pokemon. Listen, you only won because my Pokemon were weak. Yeah, because you didn't train them properly, dumbass. I hate the weak. Pokemon, trainers, doesn't matter whom or what. I'm going to be strong and wipe out the weak. That goes for Team Rocket too. They act big and tough in a group, but get them alone and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way. A weakling like you is only a distraction. And off he goes. Oh, Wade. Good evening, Kyle. It's me, Wade. You awake? Are your Pokemon growing? My Pokemon are growing a bit too quickly for me. It's overwhelming. Caterpie's growing especially quick. I think it'll get tough. Oh yeah, Wild Poliwag got away from me at the last second. I know it's a common Pokemon, but it does annoy me that it got away when I almost had it. See you later. My dude, you're a bug catcher. You weren't gonna catch it anyway, let's be real. Let's go back and heal, though. Alright, back from healing. Now, I mentioned, of course, we have Ilex Forest ahead of us. If you want to catch some new Pokemon, this is going to be an opportunity for it, so maybe stock up on some Pokeballs. Otherwise, let's go. Ilex Forest is big. Be careful. Don't get lost. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. The forest is watched over by its protector. Stay out of mischief. If you say so, lady. Welcome to Ilex Forest. Technically, this is another dungeon. It's not a cave, it's a forest. Similar to Viridian Forest as we saw from the last generation. Unfortunately, we also got this dude. Oh man, my boss is gonna be steaming. The Farfetch that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it here in the Ilex Forest. It's too dark and big and scary for me. You fucking weenie. I'll take care of it. Speaking of the devil, there he is. But as I said, this is a dungeon, so there are wild Pokemon you can run into here. Like Venonat. This is a brand new Pokemon we can only get at nighttime in Crystal version. Venonats are okay. They're actually not too bad, and I honestly think you could do worse if you wanted another bug type. Venonats are not amazing Pokemon, but their evolution Venomoth, pretty easy to get early on and has decent enough stats. I don't know if you'll be using this thing long term, but you could do worse than it. It evolves relatively early. You're gonna be waiting a bit though, because this thing evolves at like level 30, but its stats as Venomoth are decent, and Venomoth can learn some powerful moves, I guess. You could do worse, but its stats are not going to be amazing. But as we sneak up on this guy, it's the missing Pokemon. Farfetch will take off. Your objective of this is to essentially corner it and force it back to the Charcoal Kiln's apprentice. But while we're doing that, we have some wild Pokemon we can talk about, so let's get talking on those. First things first, the first one we want to talk about is the most common one. Not you! Okay, I didn't think you'd be here, but I guess we're going to talk about you first. Instead, Psyduck. Psyduck is kind of just there in terms of being a Pokemon, and despite its name, it's not a Psychic type. This is purely a Water type, as its evolution Golduck is as well. Psyduck's not awful, but if you want a good Water type, you already had the option to catch the Poliwag family, and the Psyduck family really doesn't do anything special. This thing was kind of... I think it was supposed to be going for a sort of a mixed attacking vibe, but it just doesn't really benefit from that all that much. Like, it's got decent special attack, its physical attack's okay, it's got decent speed, but you're not gonna get anything amazing out of this thing. And it doesn't get better in later gens because it doesn't get an evolution or anything. No extra types, no nothing. You could do better. Alternatively, other things you can run into in this place are things like Oddish? I actually don't remember. Have we encountered an Oddish at this point? We've seen trainers with Oddishes. I'm just trying to think if we've seen anything before that. I think this is new. So yeah, we'll talk about this. Oddish is interesting, actually. This is a Pokemon that has a lot of potential because it starts as a Grass Poison type, but it has a branching evolution after its first evolution into Gloom. Depending on whether you choose a Leaf Stone or a Sunstone, you can get two different Pokemon out of this. Use a Leaf Stone for your troubles, you get Vileplume, a Grass Poison type that is focused on pretty powerful special attack, but it's kind of slow and kind of has a lot of weaknesses. But it does have a pretty hefty special attack if you really want to use something like this, so you could benefit from something like that. But again, remember that this is a Pokemon that evolves via Stone. Stone-based evolutions do not get new moves leveling up in early gens. Keep that in mind. The alternative, however, is if you can find yourself a Sunstone. You find one of those bad boys, you get yourself a Gloom, and you get yourself a Bellossom. Bellossom is unique in that it trades away the Poison type in favor of being a pure Grass type. This is not as good as it sounds because Grass type by itself has 5 weaknesses. Poison added onto it does add things like Psychic as a weakness, but it does also remove the Poison weakness and the Bug weakness. That being said, I actually don't think Bellossom is too bad of a Pokemon to go for. For one thing, it actually gets really good special defense and good special attack like Vileplume. And while it does have the same sort of stats of low speed, its defense is still decent, and I think this actually learns some more interesting moves like Petal Dance. This is also a Pokemon that actually does get at least one move when it levels up, unlike its counterpart, and I believe it gets Solar Beam after a certain point. You'll be waiting a really long time for that, but if you want to— oh, you son of a bitch, don't disable me. But if you want to get a Blossom, it is there. The problem is you might be waiting a while to get a Sunstone. Now, what else do we have? Well, we got everyone's favorite Cordyceps fungus. We have Paris. Paris is kind of rare to encounter in all these places, but if you want one, this is one of your opportunities to get it. Paris is, I'm not going to say great. It's a bug grass type, which means it suffers from a 4 times weakness to fire and to flying types. But it's not a terrible Pokemon, it's just a Pokemon that struggles in many ways. It's very slow, it's got a lot of weaknesses, but it does learn the incredibly powerful move Spore, which only like 3 Pokemon learn, and it's a 100% accurate sleep move. Like, that alone is actually worth considering. The problem is that it's on Paris. There are other Pokemon in later gens that get Spore that are more worth your time to look into. I do have a bit of a soft spot for the Paris family, though, because they were the shiny that we found in Fire Red Leaf Green. But I'm not going to sing its praises otherwise. This is a Pokemon you can skip. And otherwise, that should do it for our wild encounters for now. Oh my god, Oddish. I understand that you guys might want to hang out, but I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to lure this thing back. Because I honestly do not remember how you're supposed to bait Farfetch'd here to go home. I think I gotta send him this way. Nope. Ugh. There's a Revive. That's actually pretty useful. That fully revives a Pokemon with half health. You're not going to be finding max revive, so that's the best you're going to be doing for a while. Okay, send you upwards. I think we want to do this. Come on, go to the left. Yes. Because the flying type can actually go over ledges like that. Lucky. I wish I could do that. And yeah, this is pretty much prime real estate to catch yourself a bug type if you want one, because the Weedle family and the Caterpie family are here if you want them. It's nighttime for us, so we're not going to really run into them, but it's an option if you really want one of those. I can't say I personally would understand it, but you do you, I suppose. Alright, straight down. Oh, come on. Alright, and you can also catch Hoot Hoots here if you want. I mean, Hoot Hoot is nice, and honestly, there is something coming up that Hoot Hoot really could be worth your while to consider for your team, but it's kind of a niche scenario. Go down. Thank you. Alright, that is it. That should do it. With this, we send him right back to the apprentice. Bonk. And would you look at that? Wow, thanks a whole bunch. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have enough badges. Ah, by Farfetch'd. You found it for us, kid? Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. And we receive HM01 Cut. Good. Because honestly, we would be stuck without this. That's the Cut HM. Teach it to a Pokemon to clear small trees. Of course, you have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it. Let's talk to... or... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was going to say let's talk to Farfetch'd, but that doesn't do anything helpful for us. Instead, what I believe we want to do is we want to get those guys to go back to the Kiln's house. Because he'll have something for us. You want an apprentice? This is Charcoal Maker with me. He'll be first rated 10 years. Oh god, man. I'm not waiting that long. Sorry. Get me out of here. Now, he said HM. We can teach this to a lot of Pokemon, and it'll be able to clear small trees. Don't teach this as a move. Teach this as a necessity. HMs are kind of a thing of the past as of things like Generation 8 and 9. But back in the day, you really needed to catch something that could use this move. Because if you couldn't progress in certain situations. Let's stop by the Charcoal Master's house. You chased off Team Rocket and went to Ilex Forest alone? That takes guts. I like that. Come train with us. I would, but not this time, bud. I'm sorry. I forgot to thank you. This is charcoal that I made. Fire-type Pokemon would be happy to hold that. This is why you don't buy charcoal at the store. If you help these guys and talk to the apprentice, you will get charcoal for yourself. That is going straight onto Inferno. And as I've said, held items, pretty powerful when used under the right... Don't make scramble hold... Oh my god, I'm stupid. Give me that. You, sir, do not need that poison berry. I'm going to give you something better. Switch the items, please. Thank you. Much better. But there is still the matter of... we have a Pokemon that can use Cut, and it's my starter. I really don't want to give Cut to our starter Pokemon, so I'm not gonna. We're gonna do some wandering around and try and find something that can learn Cut instead. Because I'd rather not teach it to my starter Pokemon. HMs are necessities, but once you teach them to a Pokemon, they're hard to get off of them. So it's very much in your consideration to find something to essentially dump it on. Why exactly? Because you don't want to deal with this thing. What are you, nuts? Unfortunately, Hoot Hoots are not one of the things that can do this, so we're going to ditch that. I'm going to do some looking around, and if I find something that can actually learn Cut, we'll catch it for the team. I'll be back. Well, I have good news. We found ourselves an Oddish, and turns out Oddish can learn Cut, so we're catching one for the team. Maybe not for the actual team, but as a backup friend. I'll be taking that. Oddish's data was newly added to the Pokedex. I mean, I got a soft spot for Oddish, so I don't mind this. During the day, it stays in the cold underground to avoid the sun. It grows by bathing in moonlight. You'd think it would evolve by a moonstone, but no. It's a sunstone to get to Bellawesome. Let's give you a nickname real fast. Your name... You know, I actually don't really have a nickname for an Oddish. Well, you're a boy, so you know what? I'm just gonna name you something random. Your name is Jerry. If you're really unlucky, I'll find a Tom. But I think we'll be fine. But yeah. Oddish can learn Cut, thankfully. I don't know how exactly. I'm assuming that it uses its hair, I guess. Let's teach this bad boy Cut. The convenient thing is actually, Jerry also can learn Flash. So if I wanted to, I could put that on him too. Hold still. There we go. And now we can actually cut trees. Want to use Cut? Jerry used Cut. Thank you. But we have this. Wild Pokemon. God damn it. I swear to God, I was about to have a heart attack. If that thing was a shiny, I would have been so mad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll explain soon. Not yet, but soon. Ilex Forest Shrine. This is what I want to talk about. It's in honor of the Forest Protector. This is something that we need to remember for another time. This will not be important now, and it will not be important for a long time. I still want you to remember it because it is important. Yes, yes, Oddish, you're very cute. And unfortunately, I already have an Oddish, so you can beat it. It's also worth noting, there's a couple signs around here. Ilex Forest is so overgrown with trees that you can't see the sky. Please watch out for items that may have been dropped. This is the game's way of trying to tell you about hidden items. Because there are items you can see in the field, but there are some hidden ones around here as well. I'm not super sure where they all are, so if you really want to go hunting for items around here, be careful. But we don't have many ways to get those right now. Alright, looks like we got another wild encounter. Yes, yes. I think the Oddish are mad that I stole one of their friends. Sorry, guys. Bye. But over here, there's actually something very important for us. For one thing, there's an antidote. Cures poison, very helpful. No notes. Secondly, however, you want to do a loop around and go to the right here. Because this will get us to someone very important who is worth talking to. I'm talking about this guy. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using Headbutt. It's fun. Here, you try it too. We received TM number 2. Rattle trees with Headbutt. Sometimes sleeping Pokemon fall out. This is a new mechanic in Generation 2 that does not stick around outside of Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Headbutting trees. If you do it, there's a chance you'll find wild Pokemon in them. This is actually pretty cool, because it serves the purpose of getting some pretty rare Pokemon you're not going to find elsewhere. I do not personally have a Pokemon that I want to get through this method, but there's a lot of really good ones you might want to consider for your team. Which ones are those exactly? Well, I think we're going to have to cover that another time, because we've been going for a pretty long time. So I believe there's one hidden item around here that I'm going to try and grab. No, there is not. I thought there was. All right. Then I guess we're going to stop here. We are definitely going to be making use of Headbutt, though, as a move. It is a pretty decent enough move. Roughly, I believe, 70 power, so it's a pretty solid attack. It can make foes flinch, and Shaking Trees is a really cool thing that it can do. Inferno and Scrambled can learn it, but I'm going to probably dump it on Scrambled because Inferno I have a moveset planned for. We'll be talking about what that can be useful for outside of battle next time. Next time, let's play Pokemon Crystal. We're going to get out of Ilex Forest and head north, and maybe see what kind of stuff we can shake out of these trees. Till next time, ice out.